Between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, falls the shadow. For thine is the kingdom. Between the conception and the creation, between the emotion and the response, falls the shadow. Life is very long. Between the desire and the spasm, between the potency and the existence, between the essence and the descent, falls the shadow. Okay, so what's this shadow he's talking about? Cowards! Come on, you guys! What do you need to get from the desire to the spasm?
Some smooth talk and a few beers.
Mr. Callis, for once your filthy mind has actually come in handy. But what happens if there's no verbal and or pharmaceutical wooing?
Nothing much.
Exactly, just the desire. And I'm sure you swirling hormonal nebulae have no idea what I'm talking about, so we'll do another one. Stanza 1, gesture without motion. Yeah?
How can you make a gesture without making a motion? Aren't they the same thing?
Are they?
I guess not.
So what's the difference?
Actually doing it?
Okay, but what is the shadow then?
I don't know, doing stuff?
Okay, you're getting there, but why not just call it action instead of the shadow? Hey, wait, sit down, Brad. So help me God, I will calf tie you with an extension cord and leave you for dead. Sit down. You have to hear the end. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper. Enjoy your weekends.
Mr. Bowman,
What's up?
is it choice?
Is what choice?
The shadow.
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, it's like nothing turns real until you choose to actually do it, right? Like you can gesture all you want, but
At some point, the rubber hits the road.
what?
You got to fish or cut bait.
Okay, I don't even
Pee or
know.
get off the pot. Sorry. Continue.
Well, it's like unless you really choose to live, your life will end up a whimper. Is that right?
I don't know. What do you think?
Can't you just answer a question straight?
Why does that bother you?
Yes, Mr. Bowman, I agree with my own statement.
That's a relief.
So like if I put it on a test, would that be right?
There's a test?
You're worse than my brothers. Okay, I'm going.
Hey, wait a second. How are things going with Mom?
Same, I guess.
You okay?
You know, I'm the only one who puts up. I'm the only one, and she just shits on me anyways. I don't even know why I bother. And last night she found a bottle in my room, so now I'm grounded for like ever.
Well, think about it. I mean, if you found a bottle under your daughter's bed, wouldn't you be concerned?
Not if I. You know, she should just worry about herself, you know?
Yeah, well, try and look at it from her perspective. I mean, it's not like she's out to ruin your life, right?
Yeah, I know. Kind of.
Well, at any rate, don't let it become a distraction.
From what?
World peace, finding a safe alternative to fossil fuels, ending hunger. I've got big plans for you, so you got to keep your eye on the ball.
Right. Mr. Bowman, I need to talk to you about the school project.
Hey, how's that going? I think I might have found us a few $1,000s to get started.
Really? From where?
Well, I've been saving some money and I just wasn't sure what for.
Mr. Bowman, I have some bad news about the project.
Why? What happened?
Well, nothing happened. I just don't think I can do it anymore, that's all.
What? Why not?
Well, I'm getting really busy, and I want to do it, but it's so much.
Busy with what?
Well, my grades are starting to slip, so I figured I should just focus on
Well,
that.
hey, look, I can help you fix your grades.
Do you know anything about quadratic equations?
Okay, I can cheer you on while you fix your own damn grades.
Gee, thanks. Well, and it's not like I don't get it. It's just I've got all my homework and it's avalanching on me, and I'm trying to keep up.
Well, listen, I might have a solution for the homework problem. It's a little unorthodox. You might not have heard of it. It's called showing up to class. It really frees up your evenings and weekends.
It's a stupid idea anyway.
What?
Look, I know we're not supposed to admit it while I'm in the process of screwing up a pipe dream, but come on, Miss.
Pipe dream? Pipe dream?
Look, I said I'm sorry. Why are you interrogating me?
I'm not interrogating you, but last week you're in here bouncing off the walls and now this? What happened?
Well, nothing happened. I just don't think it's gonna work, that's all. All that's gonna happen is I'm gonna make some posters and try and have a fundraiser, and then when I realize I'm never gonna get the money to make a school, I'm just gonna look like an idiot.
How do you know that?
Look, I already feel like shit, okay? I mean, crap. Look, I know I'm letting you down. You don't need to remind me.
Renee, it's not like that at all.
I just can't do it.
All right.
Even if you do think I'm a failure.
Did I say that?
Whatever. I just wanted you to know I was sorry.
Hey, why should you apologize? It's your project, not mine.
Okay, well, I better go. I'll miss my ride. Hey, Mom.
Oh, hey, honey.
I was just about to start dinner. No, I'll get it.
That's okay. I was just about to get up. Don't you have any
It's
homework?
okay.
Renee.
Another fulfilling week of educating the young minds of tomorrow comes to a close. Shit, you look worse than I do. And I came in here to bitch about my day.
I should be shot. They should tattoo fool, idiot, and hypocrite on my face and drag me behind a pickup truck so people can spit on my body as it bounces and scrapes along the pavement.
Go on.
I mean, kids in Africa are starving to death, and I'm buying stock like it's 1928. And then a few weeks ago, she starts introducing me as her fiance. No ring, no proposal, just... I should be pepper sprayed. They should ram bamboo shoots under my fingernails.
Her fingernails. People should ram bamboo shoots under her fingernails.
No, I can't blame her. Not after such a pathetic display.
Did you try talking to her?
Please don't offer me sound advice. It only makes things worse.
How did it get to this point?
That's just it. I don't know. One minute I'm in college, broke as shit, drinking co-op brand beer and eating generic mac and cheese. And the next thing I know, I've got this humongous golden shopping cart and it's just filling up with things. New house, new car, pants, shirts with buttons. And now Melody.
You're not the only one, Terry. It happens to everyone.
Yeah, but when? How? And now it's too late. I mean, I never decided on anything, and now it's too late. I've got payments to make. I've got insurance. I have like 100 different kinds of insurance. My God, I have to propose.
You don't have to do anything. She'll live, and your forehead will last a lot longer.
It's not that I don't want to.
Then what?
If I did it now, it would just be one more acquisition. And the scary thing is Mel is okay with that.
Did you try talking to her about this?
What did I tell you?
Shit, Terry, what do you want me to say? Buck up, champ. Tomorrow's another day. Unless, of course, you're too much of a coward to talk to your fiance/girlfriend/drill sergeant.
I promised myself.
Promised yourself what?
Promised myself that I'd never just fall into life. Every night when I drive home, the gray and yellow and brown and blue siding on all the houses just slides past me, and I think to myself, the world is falling apart. War, disease, poverty, genocide. And the farthest away you can get from that is having colorful vinyl siding on your house.
You'd rather live in a war zone?
No, but forgetting's not right either. I need to do something.
So do.
I had a few $1,000s saved that I wanted to give away.
To who?
Renee was, shit, never mind.
What?
Renee wanted to build a school in Kenya, but it looks like she's backing out, so it doesn't matter.
So you give your money to someone else. Big deal.
Yeah, that's just it. Mel just called, and our guy just found the next big thing on the stock market, so it was really imperative that we go all in. I tried to tell her that my money was for giving away, but
But what?
but I hadn't thought of anything else to give it away to yet. So as far as she's concerned, there's no issue. She's draining my bank account as we speak.
Terry, what's the worst that could happen? You say, Melody, my money is not for investing. I would like to give it away to build a school in Kenya or whatever instead.
Yeah, but she uses all these logical arguments, and I mean, she tells me how many more people will be able to help if we save our money, and as opposed to giving it away now. She uses the words compound interest and long view.
So what, you're gonna let her bludgeon your worldview way out of whack with a few $5 words?
Well, sorta, yeah. I mean, the thing is, half the time, it makes sense to me, and then in rolls the shopping cart.
Right, because that's why you're teaching. Because it's such a good way to fill your little gold shopping
Hey.
cart.
It's not little, it's humongous, I told you.
Sorry, I forgot. Humongous gold shopping cart.
Thank you.
Terry, you don't go 3 days without doing a lesson on social awareness, and the kids love you for it.
Well, what can I say? There's nothing they like more than when they come back from spring break than a little humanitarian crisis. It's very entertaining. On the bright side, I'm teaching irony this week, so it should be really easy. I'll just remind them what I teach and then describe to them how I live.
You know what I think? I think your whole problem is stemming from a low blood alcohol deficiency. So come on, let's go have a beer. I'll buy. You coming?
Yeah, I just have to. I just have to grab something. Four months till summer. 4 months till summer. 4 months till summer. 4 months till summer. 4 months till summer.
You shouldn't have to see me like this.
Your hair's disgusting.
I can wash it tomorrow.
No. No, you need a bath tonight.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Mom, you're in here now. Let me just help you.
You're embarrassed, aren't you? Of me.
Of course not.
Don't want people to see
See what?
me like this. You're ashamed.
I'm not ashamed, Mom.
Why do you treat me like a little kid you can't even...
Because you reek, Mom. Because it makes me gag, all right? Just help me out here, okay?
Where's your report card? School called. I gotta sign it, right?
I lost it.
Lost it.
It's not a big deal, all right? I'll bring you one at the end of semester.
What'd you get?
Usual.
I don't think so, honey bunny.
Look, Mom, it's fine. Really.
Usually you pin that sucker right up on the fridge.
How would you know what's on the fridge?
School matters, kiddo.
I know.
So pull up your socks. Got it.
Mom, I'm doing my best.
You best a straight A.
My best was straight A's.
What does that mean? What do you mean was?
Well, it's kind of hard keeping up when you need me 24 hours a day.
You go to school, you hear me? I'm fine. I'll be fine. The boys can help out.
You know, in case you haven't noticed, the boys are at their friend's house every night, not here.
You can't just throw your life away.
Well, what am I supposed to do, Mom?
Your life matters.
My life matters.
Take it from me. Don't piss it all away.
My life matters. My life matters? Do you know what my life is, Mom? My life is the result of two losers trying to forget their own miserable existence. My life. The only reason I exist is because you were too weak to have an abortion, because you were stupid enough to think it would keep him around. That's my life. So thanks, Mom. Thanks for the best part of me was ruined before I was even born.
Get out.
I need to rinse your hair, Mom.
I said leave me alone.
You're too fucking drunk to wash your own hair, Mom. Get out! Get out! Your life matters. I gave it to you. I gave it. Get out! Get out! Just a few steps.
Okay, so what images came into your minds while you listened to that? Brad?
I don't know.
Come on, Mr. Callis, you have to say something. Blackness is an image, you know. It's impossible for your brain to contain absolutely nothing, I hope.
Like a computer screen, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, because of the voice, it was all like fake and stuff, like a computer was talking.
Well, that's a far cry from nothing.
I just didn't want you to ask me what I thought it meant,
Why not?
because it doesn't make any sense.
Well, just because you don't understand something, Brad, doesn't mean it doesn't make sense.
Same difference.
Right. So if I don't understand how they get the space shuttle up into orbit and bring it back down to Earth safely, it's what? Magic?
Science.
Okay, did anyone else hear anything different?
I saw boxes. Just tons and tons of boxes.
Boxes of what?
I don't know. It just kind of made me think of a factory, you know? Because of the computer thing and how it just seems so repetitive.
Interesting. Anyone else?
I saw mannequins.
Really?
Yeah, like it's kind of what Aaron said, because I saw like rows and rows of them. You know, like soldiers in like old social studies videos.
And dare I ask you what this means?
Well, it's just like that other poem,
Which one?
The Citizen, or whatever, from last week. It's like they both seemed really, really simple at first, like just a long description of an ordinary person.
So why the mannequins?
Because that's what the poems make us seem like. Like we have all the right parts of a human and we do what people do, but if that's all we have, we're not really human. We're like mannequins.
That's excellent, Renee. That's a really good analogy, you guys, for what Alden and York are talking about. So that just leaves us with one question left to address. What is there? I mean, if we're all pathetic mannequins just goose-stepping through IKEA, driving SUVs, and watching Oprah, what is there? If that's all there is, then...
Mr. Bowman, are you all right?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
The sound of possibility. Okay, look, if all those things listed in the poem aren't enough to make us truly human, then what is? Take out your journals. That's your question. What makes Pinocchio a real boy. Any questions?
Can I go to the bathroom?
Brad, so help me. I will bury you in an anthill and smear your head with honey.
Please, it's an emergency.
Go. Whoa!
What?
You can't sit there
Why not?
because that desk is taken.
It's my desk.
You gave up your desk privileges when you went to the bathroom.
But it's my desk. This is my stuff. What's the deal?
That desk is now reserved for a student that will apply themselves.
But everyone else already has a seat.
If you want a seat, you can sit in the detention seat.
I'm not sitting up there.
Well,
Well, where am I supposed to sit then?
you can sit on the floor. Brad,
Okay, all right. Shut up, Jim.
get back to work.
What the hell was that? Didn't even do anything.
He's never gonna remember that thing I said.
What thing?
Never mind.
How you doing, Tiger? Tiger? Terry, hello? Terry? Okay, 2 things. First thing, no taking Valium before 3:30. And the second thing, if you do take Valium before 3:30, you have to share.
It's finally happened.
What? Made out with a student? Yeah, the first time is always the most embarrassing.
I've lost my mind.
Oh, is that all? Well, shit, today I almost gave Jackson Newton an enema with my meter stick.
Won't be long now. I wonder if they'll give me a tweed straitjacket with leather elbow patches.
Well, hell, if you're lucky enough to get a paid vacation in a nice white-walled resort, don't complain about it.
I'm being punished, that's what it is.
For what?
For living in the shadow, for whimpering, for paying my taxes,
What?
for having a house with perfect vinyl siding, for pretending to be a cog in the machine. You know what I mean.
Of all the assumptions to make.
Nothing's different because of me.
How do you know that?
Well, it's simple logic. First, there was the world without me in it, then I was born, and now there's the world with me in it, and nothing has changed. Therefore, I can deduce that my existence is meaningless.
Look, do you have any Valium or not?
Terry, is something wrong? I mean, like, really wrong.
No. I mean, yeah, no.
Because you could tell me, you know.
I know.
So, Romeo, you proposed to Juliet yet? You know, if you want, you could write it in a note and I could carry it over to her at recess.
You know, if you want, you could mind your own business.
Did you ever think about how much easier it would have been if Romeo had just married the other one he liked, you know, the first one?
Rosaline?
Yeah. I mean, maybe she wasn't his true love, but at least then he wouldn't have ended up dead.
Yeah, okay, 2 things. Number 1, Rosaline dumped Romeo, so there was nothing he could do about it. Number 2, Romeo and Rosaline weren't star-crossed, so it wasn't meant to be.
Why are people so willing to believe that love and pain have to go together?
Maybe because they do?
And don't you find that sad?
Look, I've got enough things in the world to be pissed off about. Please don't give me one more, okay?
Terry, what happened in Africa?
What do you mean?
Well, you never talk about it.
It's because there's nothing to say.
Well, say anything. I mean, it must have been a life-changing experience.
Life-changing experience. Yeah, that's what everyone said when we came back. It's been a life-changing experience. Except the thing about having a life-changing experience is that your life actually has to change in order to have one. But no one calls you on that because if your life changed, maybe theirs has to change too. So instead of selling our homes and our cars and actually doing something to alleviate the horrible pain and suffering that we so euphemistically refer to as a life-changing experience, we just tell each other how changed we are over a steak dinner and a $20 bottle of wine.
So, if you really feel that way, why don't you just go do that?
There you go with that sensible advice again. What have I told you about that?
Sorry. I shouldn't pretend that I understand.
No, it's okay. I mean, maybe I need to get out of this place.
Yeah?
Well, it's like there's different groups of people, right? They're the ones who don't know anything about anything, the ones who live in denial, the ones who protect themselves with apathy. There's even the ones who construct arguments that make all the pain and suffering the fault of the victims. And then there's the ones who actually get off their ass and do something.
And which category are you?
Yeah, none of those, near as I can tell. I'm in my own.
How exclusive.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. I mean, I care, I really do. That's not enough to get me into the good group.
So what is enough to get you in the good group?
I don't know.
So you don't think if you did one good thing you'd feel any better?
No, you're right. I mean, just please don't tell me that it's natural, that my feelings are valid, that an experience like that would screw anyone up.
Okay. So it wasn't a life-changing experience. It must have been something.
It was an escape. I had buyer's remorse for my whole life, and I thought that a trip to Africa would just take that away.
Did it?
It might have if we'd gone back to the airport after our safari. But instead, we went out into the middle of the desert and we handed out rice and maize flour and water and juice. And then our guide, he took us to this little hut in the middle of nowhere. These 3 kids were there. Their parents had been killed by AIDS. This little girl, she can't be more than 10 or 12. And she's holding it all together. The school uniforms for her brothers and sister, and meals, and we give her this little bag of food and some money for shoes, and she's so happy. And I couldn't bear the thought of leaving them there one more second to tough it out on their own, you know? And Mel felt it too, but you know, she reminded me that there's no way we would have been allowed to bring him home anyways, you know, even if we wanted to. And I tried to say goodbye to the little girl in Swahili. She just laughed at me. And then we're back on a plane. Back to Canada, back to civilization, back to everyone telling us how much we changed. Back to the exact same fucking life.
I really don't know what to say.
It's because Because there is nothing to say.
Do you blame yourself for all that?
Oh, God, no. That would be ridiculous. That would mean that I actually had the power to do something about it. What a frightfully unacceptable thought that is.
Well, what could you do?
I don't know. That's the whole thing. Sorry. Hello? Hey. No, to be honest, I'd really rather just stay in tonight if I could. Really? I think that, what, like half an hour? Okay. Yeah? No, it's fine. I'll see you later. She made plans already.
You okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm just a little tired.
You ever notice how you don't see any old guys around who are always super nice to everyone and only ever do what they're told?
Yeah, sure, I guess. Why?
I just always wonder what happened to them. You know, nobody starts out their life as a grumpy old bastard.
Yeah, no, that would be physiologically impossible.
You know what, Terry? You're a real nice guy.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not a bastard. I'm very agreeable.
I've been so blind.
Don't blame yourself. That's right. You can't blame anyone in these situations. He can blame you.
Hello, this is Mr. Bowman calling for Mrs. Zelt. Brenda, I have some concerns about Renee's attendance. Not seeing much of her lately, and I also wanted to remind you and Renee that her essay is due tomorrow. And it's really important that she gets it in on time. If you have any concerns, please call me anytime. My number and email address are both in the student handbook. I hope to see Renee in class tomorrow. Okay, have a nice night. Bye. I threw the ball at Brad. So who can tell me what the subject of this sentence is? Aaron?
This is so boring. We did this in like grade 9.
Yes, it is boring, and yes, you did do this in grade 9, but since no more than 3 of you can remember what any of this stuff is, well, here we are. So once again, Aaron, can you tell me what the subject of the sentence is?
This is gay.
What? What did you say?
I said this is gay.
This lesson is gay?
Yeah.
So you're saying then that this lesson is attracted to other lessons about direct and indirect object? Because if you're using sexual orientation, Mr. Matthews, as a generic pejorative term, there's the door.
What?
Shut up or get out.
Fine. Jeez.
Let's try this again. Can anyone tell me, Aaron, what the subject of the sentence is?
You?
Well, technically it's I, but yeah, you've got the idea. Now, who can tell me what the direct object is? Brad?
Me?
So the sentence is, I threw the ball at Brad. And you're telling me that the noun that is directly affected by the verb threw is Brad?
Well, I get the ball, right? I mean, it comes to me.
Okay, just listen to the sentence. I threw the ball at Brad. So what's the direct object?
So it's the ball then.
Yes! Perfect, exactly. Now, why is it the ball?
Because the other one was wrong.
Brad. I threw the ball at Brad. Don't you see that the very fact that the ball gets thrown, the very nature of that makes it the direct object? What was that?
What was what, Mr. Bowman?
Nothing. So, Brad, as I was saying, the ball is what gets thrown, so it's the direct. Whoa!
What?
Nothing. Whoa! Look at the time. It's getting late, and you guys need to hand in your essays. So let's put those little opuses, nice little neat pile here on the corner of my desk, and then you guys can go if you're quiet in the hallways.
But Mr. Bowman, it's only 3:05.
Right. Okay. Well, hand them in and then free reading until the bell. 3:05. What am I, Santa Claus?
Got it done, Mr. Bowman.
Jumbo!
Okay, you guys, very funny, but joke's over now, okay? I mean, I can't believe you guys got me the first time, but I know that you see her too.
See who?
Aaron, it is not nice to pick on stressed out, overworked people. This little girl standing right in front of my desk, that's who? Come on, you guys, this isn't funny. Seriously, guys, stop messing with my head. This isn't funny. Shouldn't she be in elementary school or something?
Mr. Bowman?
Come on, you guys. Can't you see her? Look, she's right here, you guys. Look!
Okay, Mr. Bowman, you got us. You can stop it now. You're kind of freaking us out.
Very poor taste, Brad. Very poor taste.
Mr. Bowman, we don't see anything.
Brad, so help me, I will skin you alive and leave you in a vat of formaldehyde.
Why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
This! Brad, I'm gonna drop this little girl right on your lap because even a crazy nut job like you wouldn't let a cute little kid fall on the floor.
What the hell? There's nobody there.
1, 2. Class dismissed.
Mr. Bowman?
What did I say? Little girl, where are you? You're ruining my life. The least you could do is hang around after class and chat a little. God hates me. Little Little girl? Where are you? People don't just materialize out of nothing and then vaporize after they make you say crazy things in public. I wasn't going to drop you. I don't think. It's all over now anyways. Little girl, why don't you come out? I just want to talk. Where are you? Who are you?
Tumaini.
What?
Tumaini. Tumaini.
Too many what?
Tumaini.
Too many? What does that mean? What? Who are you? What are you saying? Little girl, where did you go? Little girl, please come back. Ready or not, here I come.
Can't you just wait a minute? Just, shit, fine, I'll be home in a bit. Okay, bye.
What's going on?
Nothing, I just gotta go home and check on my mom for a bit.
Your mom?
Yeah, she's sick. Sorry, but I gotta go.
But what about the poster? It's due tomorrow. I don't want to do the assignment myself.
Just do it and take my name off it, okay? I'm sure Reed would give you a break if he knows you had to do it yourself.
Well, why don't we do it over at your house?
No.
Why not?
Because my mom needs quiet, okay? She doesn't like it when people see her when she's sick.
What are you gonna do?
Take another 0, I guess.
But we would be quiet. She wouldn't even know.
Look, I said I'll take a 0, okay? It's fine.
Fine.
All right, I gotta go.
Harry,
Yeah?
you okay?
Yeah?
You sure?
Yeah, sure. Just doing a little midweek cleaning, that's all, you know.
Right. Terry, listen, if Hank sent me up here to check on you, would you have any idea what that was about?
She could double back behind these other shelves.
Excuse me?
The little girl that lives in my room.
I'll take that as a yes.
Only until I find her.
Find who?
Well, one can hope
For what?
that I'm not crazy.
Terry,
Yeah?
can we talk for a second?
Sure.
Okay. Listen, Terry, a couple of the kids dropped by the office before they went home today.
Uh-huh.
Okay, listen, Terry. They're pretty upset and worried about you. Any idea why?
Things got a little out of hand today.
Out of hand, kids talking out of turn, or out of hand, people making imaginary child sacrifices?
Well, it looks like you guys got everything figured out, so just get back to me with your verdict and sentence, and that'll be it.
Terry, if it were like that, I wouldn't be here.
I know it sounds, it's gonna sound nuts. It's gonna sound nuts. But in the moment, this afternoon, when it was happening, I thought that someone was actually playing a prank on me, and I had to test it.
By dropping imaginary children into your students' laps.
I didn't drop her.
Why not?
What does it matter?
It doesn't. Listen, Terry, we all get tired. Sometimes we've all been so exhausted and stressed that we think we're gonna lose it.
Yeah? You ever been so exhausted you had a little African girl come haunting your classroom and talk to you in Swahili?
No. No, wait. No.
You know, you should really work with the mentally ill. You're great at relating, but never crossing that line between people like you and people like me.
Terry, it's not like that. There aren't kinds of people.
What am I supposed to do?
Maybe you just need a break.
Yeah, and a CAT scan, some Rorschach tests, and maybe a lobotomy.
Or maybe just some sleep.
I'm not tired.
Well, then what do you think this is?
What do I think this is? Why did ghosts ever haunt anyone, huh? Why did Scrooge get 3 of them? I'm being punished, and she won't let me forget.
What did you do exactly?
I told you.
What, that day in Kenya?
And every day after.
Terry, you've been back for over a year.
Yeah, I know, I don't know, maybe I never should have caved on that stock.
So maybe you need to tell her that you giving that money away is more important to you than her portfolio
Yeah, that makes sense here between me and you. Then I get home and she pulls out a spreadsheet and shows me 13 different ways why her way makes more sense and I'm screwed.
Well then, I guess you better get used to being haunted.
Yeah, it is a bit of a catch-22, isn't it?
So what, you're just gonna sit here and do nothing? And punish yourself until the day you die?
Myself? You think I'm doing this to myself? I would never. Not on purpose.
Terry, she's not real.
I know.
Then what do you hope to get from this?
A little reassurance? What's gonna happen?
Do you think you're okay to stay?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Well, Hank wants you to take the rest of the week off. And then next week, if you're feeling up to it, you can come back. But he wants you to see a counselor. Do you think you can keep a lid on any outbursts?
What if I see her again?
Can't you just pretend that you don't?
You mean live my life in complete opposition to what I see? Isn't that impossible? No, wait. Never mind.
Well, then I guess it won't be a problem. Terry, everything's gonna be all right. Really.
That's just it.
What?
I don't know if I want it to be.
Good night.
Good morning. My name is Mr. McKay. Mr. Bowman isn't feeling well. So let's just start with attendance. Aaron? Is Brad here? Which one of you is Jared? Renee? Sandra?
Of course, the Tutsi leaders didn't do everything they could to end the genocide either. You'll find that's often the case. Bad things happen because people let them happen. They do a cost-benefit analysis, and somewhere along the line, their own security or wealth or whatever is deemed more important than ending someone else's suffering.
So when people do the right thing, it's just a fluke?
No, it just means that they have something to gain from doing the right thing. I mean, look at the Americans in World War II. They didn't go in until 1942 when everyone else was already in there and had suffered all these losses. Okay, we should actually be able to watch the movie tomorrow, you guys. You skip, you die.
Mr. Bowman?
Hey, Renee, what's up?
I was just wondering if you had a chance to mark my essay yet.
No, I haven't yet. I probably won't get to it until after the weekend.
No, it's okay. It's just,
Yes?
I was just wondering what I got, I guess.
Don't worry about it, okay? I'll get to it. I gotta pretend to have some sort of life, right? Or at least try to.
All right. See ya.
Have a good night.
Mr. Bowman?
What is up?
I need help.
You too?
What?
Never mind. What do you need help with?
With the poetry assignment.
Oh, okay. Well, all you have to do is pick a word that is representative of the human condition and then make that the title and topic of your poem and then just go ahead and...
No, I get what I'm supposed to do. I just don't get poems. I don't understand how you get all those meanings from them. Whenever I read them...
Sorry. Look, Aaron, I've been expecting this call. Can we pick
But
this...
I don't know what to do.
Look, can't you just come back tomorrow morning or something?
Okay.
Hello? Hey, Mr. Carlson, thanks for getting back to me. Oh, no problem. It was a small amount this time, but I wanted to give something. Yeah. So you got my resume then? Great. Yeah, I think I'd kind of like to jump in with both feet, though. No, just my ed degree, but I feel like I could pick it up pretty quickly. I've spent a little bit of time in Africa, so. Oh, Yeah, I suppose I could try volunteering first, but I really feel like full-time would suit me better. Okay. No, I see, I understand. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, listen, thank you very much for your time. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Child, don't you cry. Though the air that you breathe may sting your eye, but without greed for oil, so the rich can stay filthy rich.
Okay, so Macbeth has just found out that Lady Macbeth has offed herself under the weight of her guilt. And who can blame her? And he's about to contemplate the meaning of the universe, as we're all wont to do in moments that would be better spent running for our lives. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Okay, given Macbeth's current situation and state of mind, what do you think this means, Jared?
I don't know.
Sandra? Brad?
That it's short.
Well, one can dream and dream perchance of sleeping.
What?
Nothing. Can we all at least agree that things aren't going so well for old Mac here?
Okay.
Okay, so if that's the case, life being short wouldn't be so bad, would it? There has to be more. Yeah?
Isn't he saying that life isn't, that it doesn't mean anything?
Why would you say that?
Is that wrong?
No, but you have to explain yourself.
I don't know. Like, if we're all like actors, then nothing we do is real.
Reassuring, isn't it?
No, I don't know. Not really.
So you'd rather think that this isn't just some giant cosmic dress rehearsal? That what you do actually matters? That the universe is somehow affected by your minuscule little existence?
I guess so.
Then you have to accept the fact that you are responsible for all the pain and hardship in the world, for war and terrorism and people dying of malaria.
But
You are responsible for pain and suffering and hatred and all of those horrible things. So who's optimistic now, huh? You want to use any of those words in your little poetry assignment?
That's not what you said last year.
How do you know what I said last year?
Some friends lent me some notes.
Oh, I see. So the task of writing stuff down off the board was just too excruciating for your overtaxed writing hand? That's plagiarism, you know.
I didn't think you cared.
Right, because nothing we do in here matters. You can just get the notes from someone else, so why don't we all go home? I'll just go home and watch Dr. Phil.
That's not what you said last year. You said this is an example of characterization, not a statement of Shakespeare's worldviews. Macbeth has given up, and it is his own actions that have caused his despair.
I was wrong.
And then you wrote, only an idiot would disagree. On the board. You wrote that on the board, Mr. Bowman. Macbeth gives up, he wastes his life, and he sells his soul. How can you side with him?
Maybe because I realized how pathetic it is to try and change something. Maybe I realized how arrogant it is to think that you can change one little bit of this shithole that we live in.
But what about the school? Like you told me it was possible.
What school? The school that you gave up on? The school that's never going to happen now? Is that the school you're talking about? Yeah? Look, one thing that I'm realizing on a daily basis is that possibilities are just that, possible. And sometimes, no matter how hard you try, some things are never going to come together. So if I ever tried to make you believe in possibilities, it was only so that you would accept your fate quietly. Oh, don't look so hurt. I did the same thing to myself. What? You guys need to learn that hope is futile. Okay? Having it just leaves you disappointed in yourself, in the world, in everything. What do I care? You guys are most of the way there anyways. You just haven't admitted it to yourselves. It's probably the best way to be happy, you know. A little doublethink, a little victory gin. Then it doesn't feel like the world, the universe is squatting over your head, getting ready to take a gigantic. Why can't you just leave me alone? I just want to teach, live my life, go home, shut the door, turn off the lights, and sleep. Why can't you stay in Africa? Stop torturing me, please! Where do you think you're going?
Well, we just thought that you
Sit down! Brad, so help me. I will shove a glass rod up your penis, break it several times, and make you drink.
What the
Hey! Language! Everybody just get a fucking grip, okay?
Fuck you.
30,000 people dying every day of preventable causes. Terrorist attacks, civil wars, oppressive regimes, boy bands, and you can't muster up one goddamn little meteor, huh? Millions of people dying and suffering, and just all I need is one 100-pound hailstone right here. You're just fucking lazy, that's all. Hey, what are you doing here? You don't have a life or what?
This is it. This is everything I've hoped for. Actually, that's not true. Everything I've hoped for, I would probably have to have 6 cats and a doll I can talk to when I'm... Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay, really. It's funny.
Okay, good. So, how is the whole cuckoo, cuckoo?
Well, since you asked, all I have to do is do a good enough job of pretending that she doesn't exist and I can stay.
Just like that.
Pretty scary, isn't it?
So do you think you can do it?
Well, it's just one more compromise in a long list of cowardly acts, so... No, I don't think I can.
So what will you do?
Find a way to work for one of those aid agencies, I guess, which means 2 more years of school, which means no income, which means we'll probably have to sell the house. I need to do something that means something, you know? I mean, let's face it, all we're doing here is training the kids to be perfect little cogs, and if we do talk about freedom or the importance of independent thought, it's just to get them psyched up to go out and be in the brave new world of all this.
Come on.
It's just not clear-cut enough here, Candace. I can't go home tonight and say that I helped feed someone, or I dug a well, or I helped build a house, or that I made a difference. If I can't be one of those people, then what's the point?
What is with you and your kinds of people? I mean, do you really think that aid workers are the only good people in the world?
Maybe.
Who pays their salary? Who's paying for them to get over there? Who's paying for the food they're giving out?
Look, if you really think that people go to work and pay their taxes and then give some piddling amount to get a tax deduction because they want to end poverty, well, then I really envy you.
And who's teaching those professional humanitarians to give a shit in the first place?
Somebody else.
I see. So, what do you think Mel is going to think about your career change?
She's gonna be frantic. Oh, man.
Why do you stay with her?
She's not. I mean, we agree on the problems. It's just we can't get together on the solutions, that's all.
She just seems like she doesn't have very much sympathy, that's all.
Well, it's probably pretty hard to have sympathy for someone who can't get on board with such a logical life plan, you know? I mean, she's got the heart of Gandhi, but she also has the organizational skills of Stalin.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have... It's not my place.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, maybe she's a little on the safe side, but she's also way smarter than me, which is why I'm terrified of having the conversation about selling the stocks.
When you tell her that you quit your job and you want to go work overseas, you don't think she's going to have an eensy-weensy little problem with that?
Well, we're just gonna have to make it work. Who knows, maybe she's gonna be the one that turns my thing into something logical.
You're defending her and you're doing something that's going to make her explode at the same time.
You don't know that, for sure.
I think it's so sad that you don't have anybody who really listens to you in your life, you know? Somebody who's cheering you on. No logic, no 5-year plans, just cheering. I mean, do you think that she even...
What?
Well, do you think that she even knows you as well as I do? I mean, does she get to see you the way your eyes trek across the maps in your classroom, or the way your voice warms when you talk about Kenya? Does she even know about the little girl?
Her name's Tumaini. That's what she calls herself. I looked it up. It's Swahili. It means hope.
You had to look up the definition of your own hallucination's name?
I've never heard the word before.
Are you sure you didn't just pick it up in passing?
Yeah, I barely learned how to say hello.
How do you say hello?
Jambo.
Jambo.
Yeah. No, we can't.
Why not?
Because I'm not that kind of person. I don't do this kind of
Okay,
thing.
what are you saying?
It's wrong, Candace. I'm not the sort of person that does this kind of thing.
Doing something once does not make you a sort of person. We're not talking kingdom, phylum, class here. We're just talking about you and me.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. I'm
Right. You're not that type of person. I get it, okay? I mean, you're not married, you know? You haven't even proposed to her yet. So you can stop putting everybody into these neat little categories. You're not a type of person. You're just a person. So just be.
sorry.
Guess I was just waiting for someone to come along and deny all the things I hoped I was insane for thinking, you know? Maybe it's less painful this way. To just let it go now. I don't know, I really thought I could do it, you know? Do you know what it's like? That time in grade 4 when Mrs. Kwame said there was no Santa Claus, and I was like, there isn't, and all the kids peed their pants laughing at me. Oh God, I cried until supper that night. Remember? I don't know what was worse. The humiliation or the fact that one of my favorite people on earth didn't exist. I should have known, but I didn't. Huh? Do you remember that?
Yeah, good daughter.
It's better this way. It has to be.
So when Orwell said that all the animals are equal, but some are more equal than others, he was being funny. Except not. Anyways, have a good day. Hey, Renee.
Yeah?
I owe you an apology. You're a good kid, and you didn't deserve those things I said. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, maybe the whole school thing is kind of stupid.
No. Just because I've lost my faith in the benevolence of the universe or any sense of cosmic justice doesn't mean you should lose faith in yourself.
Well, then why'd you say all that stuff?
It's hard, depending on my students, to make me feel like I'm making a difference, and it's not fair.
I'm sorry about what I said too, by the way.
It's okay. I actually say pretty much the same thing to myself every morning while I shave.
Mr. Bowman,
Yeah.
that thing Macbeth said, do you think it's true?
How should I know?
But what do you think?
I think the alternative is scarier.
Why?
Well, because meaning breeds responsibility, and responsibility breeds failure. But if my life really is a tale told by an idiot full of sound and fury and signifying nothing, then I'm off the hook.
Then why are you so miserable?
Bad career choice.
What?
Renee, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be around here.
Well, what are you talking about?
This whole teaching thing, I think it was a mistake.
But what about us?
There are other people around here that can teach you guys about comma splices.
Yeah, but you just said life is meaningless. That doesn't make sense. If life is meaningless, then it shouldn't matter whether you stay or go. That's a logical fallacy, isn't it? Like, you just don't want to be here.
Okay, maybe life's not meaningless, but it feels meaningless, and don't I have the right to do something about that?
But what's going to happen to us? Mr. Bowman, I was still kind of hoping...
Look, Renee, either I leave or I lose it completely. In case you haven't noticed, I haven't been exactly stable lately.
You don't care about us.
That's not true. I've been deluding myself. I thought that I could raise my own personal army of disciples that would go out in the real world and do my bidding, but it doesn't work like that. I have to do this myself.
Then you've given up on us. I mean, don't you think that just one of us might make a difference someday?
Of course I do, but you don't need me for that.
How can you say that to me?
Look, Renee, don't take this so personally, okay? At some point, I stopped chasing down perfection, and I'm trying to fix that now.
You know, you almost had me there. You almost had me convinced that I was completely wrong about myself, that I could do anything that actually mattered.
Why do you need me to make a difference?
Because who else is going to remind me?
Remind you of what?
Possibilities.
Renee, you're a great kid, and I'm really glad I know you. But I can't dilute my efforts.
I don't have anyone else who understands.
Believe me, I don't understand anything.
Or maybe you're just scared that worthlessness is contagious. Maybe being around me contaminates your perfect life.
Renee, that's not fair.
You know, you're worse than my mom. At least she never fed me a line of bullshit.
Renee, that's not fair. Look, you can make your life anything you want and you don't need me to do it.
You know, Mr. Bowman, you're a really terrible liar.
Renee, please, don't make me leave here thinking you feel that way.
Whatever. Think whatever the fuck you want. Have fun saving yourself. Mom? Mom, I'm home. Mom, what happened?
You deserve to be a normal kid. That's what it is, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
What would make you happy? To just be a normal kid.
Mom.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. What you said.
It's okay.
No one should have to put up with this.
What happened?
Normal kids come home to their mother's cooking dinner on the stove. I just sat down for a second. The oil splashed onto the element.
Well, it looks like you took care of it, so.
What kind of a mother sits down to drink wine when she has oil heating on the stove?
Everybody's.
A drunk mother.
Oh.
I'll try harder.
Mom.
I'll do better. I promise I'll do better.
You know what would make me happy? If I mattered to one other person. That's all I want. That's it. But apparently that's too much to ask. Even my naively idealistic teacher can't stand me anymore.
You matter to me.
Yeah, you have to say that.
I may have a lot of faults, but so far lying isn't one of them. You are my life. Do you hear me? I would die for you.
But you won't quit drinking?
I'm trying.
Are you honestly gonna sit there and tell me it matters who shoves water down your throat and mops up your puke? I could be anyone.
You don't understand.
No. No, you don't understand, Mom. This was not supposed to be my life. I'm supposed to change things. I'm supposed to be somewhere far away making a difference, but I'm here. And I'm doing your penance, and that's life. So don't you tell me that I matter.
That is enough. You can trash me all you like. I deserve it. I know what I'm worth. But don't you dare let that seep into you. You're not me. You're smart. You're kind. You sacrifice everything for your family. I know all the ways I've failed you just as well as you do. But I will not allow you to think you don't matter. Do you hear me? That is one sin I will not have on my head. All the others I can take, but not that.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Hey.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Good. Listen, about last night. Listen, sometimes I get carried away. You don't have to worry about it or anything. You don't have to feel awkward.
It's fine. I'm fine. You're okay.
Okay.
I'm leaving soon anyways.
Not because of the whole...
No. No, I just... Yeah.
Right. Off to save the world? Sure about that?
No.
So why don't you wait a bit, think about it?
Yeah, no, it's either this or, suicide by stapler. I mean, I'd be crazy to stay, right? Well,
Terry,
Yeah?
listen, I've been thinking about you and Melody.
Really?
Yeah. So I was thinking, if you have to stay with her, if you really care about her, I think you have to start being honest with her.
You obviously haven't met her.
Oh, is the little fiance too scary for the big tough man?
No. I don't like confrontation.
It'll kill you, holding all of this inside. So if you really care about her, you have to risk the pain of a few unpleasant confrontations to make her understand.
I don't know.
It's either that, or you slowly become a bastard, which turns her into a bitch, and before you know it, your roommate's in hell. So maybe you and I aren't star-crossed, but the least you could do is do me a favor and make yourself happy.
You really are a much better person than me. You know that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, crap. Hello? Oh, hey, babe. Ow! No, it's, just some kids horsing around. What? Oh, okay, say hi to your mom, too. Yeah. Hey, Mel, listen, I was thinking, do you want to maybe go for dinner tonight? I don't know, I was just thinking, something cheap like Mexican. The Home and Garden Show? Yeah, I'm still here. Look, yeah, Mel, I just don't want to go to the Home and Garden Show. Look, it's just, Mel, really, I just don't want to go to the Home and Garden Show. Look, you can't turn every issue into a test of my love. Of course I love you. No, this is not a fight. Well, it doesn't have to be. Look, Mel, I just don't want to go to the Home and Garden Show, okay? It's... Mel? No, I don't care about the Home and Garden Show. I hate the Home and Garden Show. You know what? I hope the Home and Garden Show contracts the Ebola virus and dies a horrible bowel liquefying death, and it has nothing to do with how I feel about you. I just don't want to go to the Home and Garden Show, Mel. With anyone. Mel, I don't want to go to the Home and Garden Show. It's not a fucking analogy, Mel. Look, I love you. Goodbye. Oh, there you are, little girl. Well, you win. I'm leaving. So you're gonna have to find someone new to haunt now. I wouldn't suggest the lady down the hall, though. She'll kick your ass. What? It's okay. I get it. I get that I need to go and be one of the good people now. I get it. Why? Okay. You don't have to pull. Okay. What is it, little girl? Just let go.
Tumaini, Missouri.
I I know, hope is good. I get that. I know that now. I know that I have to be one of the good people. I have to be on the right side of things. So you can just leave me be. It's okay.
Renee, Aaron, Brad, Jared, Mike.
It's okay.
Tumaini, Renee, Tumaini, Missouri.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'd have to admit that I've really given up on my life during the last year or so. I've been missing school, my grades are beyond slipping, and my personal life is a complete mess. My friends tell me they don't know who I am anymore, and the people I'm hanging around with now don't seem to raise any objections, and that really scares me. I could blame Mom, I guess, but I know that at the end of the day, I'm the one who's been making all these lousy decisions. You see, in our family, the basic idea is that if you can snag a man and have a few babies by the time you're 20, you've achieved everything that can be expected of you. None of the women from my family even graduated high school. From a young age, I was determined to do all the things that my family would assume I couldn't or wouldn't. I got good grades, and I volunteered at church and at the community center and everything. I had goals. I was going to be a missionary somewhere in the third world, or maybe an ambassador somewhere. I was going to graduate from university. I was going to change the world, as they say. As you say. And then Mom started getting really bad, and she got sick. Actually, she has sclerosis of the liver, and that's why I told you I couldn't do the school. She needs constant attention, and as the oldest daughter in the family, the responsibility of nursing her through her disease and her detox, of course, falls to me. After we got the diagnosis, suddenly all the things I wanted to achieve, all the ways I wanted to be different from my mom and from our whole family, made me feel like I was betraying her. I know it doesn't make any sense, but somehow I convinced myself that to be a loyal daughter, I had to do all the things she did when she was my age. So I started drinking and sleeping around. I stopped going to church and basically just stopped caring. School has been the last thing on my mind, and that pretty much takes us to today. I just want to thank you, Mr. Bowman, for calling me. I know to you it was probably just another phone call to another bratty kid's house, but suddenly everything you've been saying to us came back to me, and I just got this feeling that you still expect more out of me than I expect from myself. Suddenly I realized how stupid I've been, and now I'm just hoping that I can still pull my life together enough to help other people who have it a lot worse than I do. And besides, one of the topics you gave us was about how we have to overcome adversity in our lives, so maybe it's okay if my essay is about how I hope to overcome it, even though I haven't really accomplished anything yet. So here it is. I want to do the school building project, Mr. Bowman. I don't care what I have to sacrifice, but I don't feel strong enough to do it by myself, and I don't really know where to start. But that's okay, because you'll help me, right? And maybe we can get other kids involved in everything. It's a huge deal, I know, but I also know we can do it. I know this will probably get a sucky mark, but without that phone call, I wouldn't have even remembered to do it at all. I mean, any sympathy marks you want to give my way would be great, LOL. But really, I just wanted to say thank you for believing me enough to get on my case. I don't know where I'd be right now if it wasn't for you.
Oh, Renee. Your spelling is atrocious. Damn it. Hey, Mel, it's me. Hey, listen, I just want to say I'm sorry, okay? Yeah. Really? No, that's totally okay. Of course I love you. But listen, we need to talk about selling that stock. I know that it's better if we save it, but we need to give it away. The people that it'll help now, the wells that it'll build, that's more equity than we could ever earn by leaving it in the bank, okay? Besides, it's gonna save me. Us. Yeah. Well, we can talk about it tonight if you want. After the home and garden show, sure. Mel, I love you. Bye.
What do you get? 72. Total sympathy mark.
Okay, so here's the deal. Some of you may have noticed I've been acting even stranger than normal lately. Well, there is a perfectly good explanation for that. I've been hallucinating. Well, that's not entirely correct. I am hallucinating right now. And my hallucination needs a place to sit. So, henceforth, this is her desk. Now, anyone who has a problem with that, I can, I guess, just solve it by soothing my tortured, mentally unstable soul by giving out twice as many essays. Any takers? No? Good, okay. Her name is Tumaini. And hey, if we can't all leave a little room for hope, then we might as well just be sitting on our couch watching the Home Shopping Channel with our thumbs up our butts, am I right? And another thing, if each and every one of you doesn't get out to a developing country sometime before you turn 21 and do some aid work and figure out what the real world is really like, I will hunt you down with Mr. Zelensky's explosive potato gun and blow you into starchy oblivion. Lastly, consider this. If you shit into a flush toilet this morning, you are automatically among the luckiest 1% of all humanity. Okay, let's get to work. Chapter 1, The Sound of the Shell. The boy with the fair hair lowered himself down the last few feet of rock and began to pick his way towards the lagoon. Though he had taken off his school sweater and trailed it now from one hand, his gray shirt stuck to him and his hair was plastered to his forehead. All round him, the long scar smashed into the jungle and was a bath of heat. He was clambering heavily among the creepers and broken trunks when a bird